All right, time for another season prediction here. All right, first we've got, up today we got Michigan State, a team I guess used to be a fan of. I was like the biggest Michigan State fan, and then I decided to go to IU because I live in Indiana and it's in state and it's the greatest school there ever was. But I'll still pull for Michigan State. I guess I'm not like a diehard Michigan State fan, but I'll still root for them. I guess. That being said, I don't think they'll be very good this year. I just don't think they will be. The quarterback situation is iffy. I mean, they weren't a great team last year, and they didn't really get better. So could be a not very adventurous season for Michigan State. But let's go through this schedule. Central Michigan. It's Central Michigan that should be a win there. Richmond also should be a win. I would hope so. I would hope they don't lose that game. This game's interesting. Washington now, they got the brakes blown off of them when they played at Washington last year. That game pretty much sent Michigan State to the grave. They were, I think, ranked in the top 15, and they got blown out by Washington. I don't think they'll get blown out. Washington is better this year, and Michigan State is, I think, worse. I still don't think they'll get blown out, though. I think this is going to be a really close competitive game because Michigan State has it at home, and I feel like they're going to really want to get revenge from that beating they took last year. But Washington still has our beloved former IU quarterback Michael Penix, and people are saying he might win the Heisman. I don't know. I don't know if Michael Penix. I don't know if Heisman caliber is where I would put him. He's still a great quarterback, though. I feel like he's definitely in the top 10. I would say I don't think you could find 10 current college quarterbacks better than Michael Penix. I'm going back and forth on this one, but I think it's going to be a loss. I think Washington's going to have a really good team this year. I've seen people preseason top 10 rank Washington, so I'm going to go with a loss. Maryland, I feel like, is also going to be a loss. Like I said, I think if you watch the Maryland video, I think they'll be pretty good this year. So I don't think this is too unreasonable here. At Iowa, I think that'll be a loss. It's extremely hard to win at Iowa. It just is. It's just hard to beat them, especially at their place because they're a defensive team and the crowd plays into their defense and they'll beat you like 21-10 or something. So I'm gonna say loss there. Also, they have Cade McNamara, which I feel like I don't know. I feel like Iowa's kind of where QBs go to die. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. I think we'll definitely beat Michigan State though. At Rutgers, I'll give them the win. I don't think Rutgers is gonna be anything of note this year. Michigan at home. This is probably going to be their biggest game of the year. But I do foresee this being a loss. I think Michigan's just, even though it's at home, maybe they give them a fight. But I think Michigan's far and away the better team. At Minnesota, Minnesota's fixing to have a decent team this year. That's going to be a loss. And we're sitting at 3-5. Yeah, I think it's going to be this kind of season for Michigan State. I don't see. Home against Nebraska, I will give them the win. I think Nebraska's a team that I think really thrives at home, but they struggle on the road. When was the last time Nebraska won a meaningful road game? Can you even think of it? I can't. I'll say Michigan State wins that one. At Ohio State, I am going to have to go loss here. Yeah, sorry. At Indiana, I think they will win. Indiana's just not very good. They beat them last year. I don't think it happens 2 years in a row. And then Penn State, like I said, I think Penn State's going to have a really good team. I'm going to chalk that one up as a loss. I got 5-7 for Michigan State. I don't know. I think they're going to be scratching to get to bowl eligibility. I really don't think they're going to be that great. If you're a Michigan State fan and you disagree, let me know. I just don't think it's going to be a season to remember in East Lansing. I will say, though, a lot of these losses could be flipped, but I don't know. This is what I got. So, yeah, love y'all, and I will see you tomorrow with 2 more Big Ten East teams.